Sammy Hennessy with UCCS Athletics, and I'm here with head softball coach, Coach Ricki. So, Coach, kind of a rough series this past weekend against Dixie State. What do you think was your team's main struggle throughout the series?
Oh, we didn't come up with clutch hits. We had plenty of people on base. We played defense well and kept scores pretty close for the most part, especially, obviously, Game 1 and Game 4. But that was kind of the talk of the weekend. We were one clutch hit away from really opening something up and giving ourselves an advantage. So, that was kind of our Achilles heel throughout it. We're doing the work to get people on base, often leaving them loaded. That's a real momentum killer going into the defensive end. So that's kind of the focus this week is the mental side of being able to come in clutch when you've got runners in scoring position that we really need to get in.
Definitely. And then, like you said, the first game on Saturday, it was a really close game. And then you had Alex Cook, who drove the first two runs. What do you have to say about their performance during that first game on Saturday?
I mean, the first game was great. We came out with a lead and really contributed up and down the lineup in order to put runs on the board, taking advantage of pitching that has really been quite solid for Dixie State. I mean, statistically speaking, their two starters are pretty much the top of the league. They're right up there. They're competing for being the best pitchers in the league right now within the first half of the season. So, I mean, we did a lot of things well at the plate, and we're finding ways to hit their pitcher hard. Ultimately, they're a good hitting team too, so they just kept clawing back, and that's kind of, it's a tough way to go to lose it in extra innings and have those close games. But I mean, I think we grew a ton from the series. We had two games where we're close in late innings against a team that's very strong. You walk into that facility and it's covered in conference championship year numbers and regional appearances and things like that. So, I mean, it's not like we were going out against, some opponent that we were expected to really go out and clobber. We were playing a very tough team and played them tough. So I think our team grew a lot from that. We've just got to get ourselves over the hump to come in clutch and be able to maintain a lead once we have it.
And then in the second game on Sunday, it was another super tight game. Guys kept fighting for it, even going into the next inning. What do you have to say about your team's motivation to keep going and to keep fighting for that win or trying to get that win?
Well, I'm very, very proud of the way that we played. I mean, we started the series on fire and we really finished it going out with a bang and competing when we were behind in a game. I can't say enough about how hard they fought. We were light a person. We had to change the lineup. We did some things that were a little bit unorthodox for us. I thought the pitching performance out of Cammie Duffy and Braylon Crenshaw was a great performance for both of them, and hopefully one that, despite the ultimate result, becomes a confidence booster for them coming into this week. But our team, it was the first time this season where I'm watching them and they were upset at the end of it, and where you really just felt a little bit brokenhearted for them because they fought, they were playing for each other, and they're playing hard. And that's really what you want out of a team. I mean, if you can get that part every single day, competing for each other and wanting the win for each other, I think you're going to do a lot of great things. So it's about being able to take that experience, and we told them at the end of it, take how you feel right now. I can see the disappointment. I know how bad you wanted to win this. Bring that to practice. Bring that through the rest of the season, and do the things that we need to do to make ourselves better so that we can compete and come out on the winning end as we move through the weeks at conference.
Absolutely. And then this week, you guys are going against Regis University and Fort Lewis College in a pod series. Do you think being back at home is going to help you guys have an advantage and kind of bring up more confidence and everything?
I certainly think so. I mean, our team does such a great job or has at least up to now, of hitting at home. And so there are always balls when we go play on an opposing field that's bigger where you look at it and go, oh, if we were at home, that's hit out of the park, that we have that. And so I think we're very confident hitting on our own field. I think there's just a different level of routine when you're able to be at home and do things at your own pace and not, simple things, just being able to eat and sleep in the way that you're used to. So, I think we're really excited to be at home. Playing in pods is always a little bit of a challenge because it's one of the few times that you play it with a game break where you're outside of that double header format. But I mean, I think as long as we're very clear about needing to be able to regain focus for game 2, it should be a good time to be back at home. So
Sounds good. Well, we look forward to watching that. Good luck with
Thank
those, and go Mountain Lions.